So we are amazing beings,
Yeah.
and that's why Allah Ta'ala is so serious
Mm-hmm.
about her protection.
Yeah.
Allah is so serious of her being respected.
Mm-hmm.
And also my words is for women also not to find or see it as a duty, but do women also have a desire today
To
to
breastfeed.
breastfeed?
Mhm. And that's an interesting conversation
Yes.
because there is a conversation amongst the younger generation, and I'm
Mm.
speaking my own generation
Mm.
about, you okay, we know you're getting the marriage aspect, and then, oh, you're having kids.
Mm.
Inevitably the question comes, are
Mm.
you going to breastfeed? And I know that there was a time when that would not have even been an option. Somebody would have looked at you crazily to
Mm.
ask, why would you even ask something like that? you
Mm.
know Whereas young women nowadays are saying that, they're not going to breastfeed because then everything's not going to look the way aesthetically pleasing. And so it's a conversation that is had amongst young women, and we need to ask ourselves why. And I think moms need to ask themselves, why are their daughters, even considering
Mm.
this sort of thing. I understand that, bodily autonomy, that you want to look a certain way, and all of those sort of things, but it still begs the question, why is it considered a choice?
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Another personal experience is the Qadra. I had a good job, alhamdulillah. I
Alhamdulillah.
was head of design.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, now you're the designer, you're the cutter, the pattern maker, and
Everything.
everybody within that workroom
Mm-hmm.
depends on you.
Yes.
And when we decided to have our last baby, alhamdulillah,
Mm-hmm.
or the third one, I would say, not
Mm-hmm.
the last one, the third
Good one.
one, I decided I'm gonna really, sacrifice 5 years of my life
Mm-hmm.
before I'm gonna go back to work.
Okay.
No? And then my boss actually asked me, "Are you nursing your baby?" I said to her, "Yes, I'm nursing my baby." I was
Yes.
very firm on that.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
she also being a woman,
Yes.
asking me that question
Mm-hmm.
was also for me strange.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
How did she see me also as a? She's also a mother,
Yes.
but yet she was also really. Um,
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to her company,
Yes.
you know, when are you coming back to work?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I said I will come back in my own time
Okay.
when I've seen to
Yes.
my child.
So obviously the career versus motherhood
Motherhood, yeah,
mental shift has been coming on for a lot longer than
yeah,
what I was,
yeah,
than I was
yeah.
aware. Because we also, society perpetuates this idea that you cannot be a good mother if you're working,
Mm,
you know, as well. There isn't this idea that, moms can actually do both.
mm,
You are either a good mother or you are a career woman, but you
mm,
cannot be a career woman and a mother. Or you cannot be a good mother
mm,
with a career.
yeah.
And so this is the situation
Mm.
that we
It's all
find
about
ourselves
choices,
in.
Sister Qadra. All
Hmm.
about choices and really trust
Yes.
in what Allah is saying to us.
Hmm.
The advice that He's giving us.
Yeah.
And you'll never find people also agreeing with one another. But as
Hmm.
long as you know that the reason why you're doing things, the
Yes.
reason why you made that particular choice,
Hmm. Hmm.
right? Because a child coming into the world, Allah says that each child comes into the world with its own rizq, with its own barakah,
Yes.
and but does the mother believe that? Does the
Hmm.
parent believe that?
Does the father
Does the
believe
father
it?
believe that?
Hmm.
You understand? So
Hmm.
if Allah says it should be like that.
It is like
Yeah, it
that.
is like that.
Yes.
You know? Because
Hmm.
even if the mother dies, Sister
Yes.
Khadija, we don't say find a formula.
Mm.
The child needs to suckle.
Yes.
The child needs to experience bonding.
Hmm.
The child needs to get that emotional security.
Hmm.
You need to feel that is important because if you look at the verse of the orphan within the Quran,
Yes.
right?
Hmm.
What is an orphan? An orphan is someone who has been disconnected from a mother,
Yeah. Hmm.
right? From the
Hmm.
womb, that is an orphan.
Hmm.
So yeah, Allah Ta'ala tells how we need to look after the orphan.
Yeah.
So what is the orphan's right? To feel that he's in a family,
Yes.
you know,
Feel that they belong.
that they belong.
Hmm. Hmm.
Right? And that's in Surah An-Nisa, the second verse of the surah, the first verse where Allah says, do not break womb ties.
Yes.
Right?
Hmm.
So that is our duty, really, when it comes to immediately the next verse, it speaks about
Hmm.
really, and the orphan actually is a person who has been denied of touch.
Touch. Yes. Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, Sister Magboeba, we have 2 minutes left together. I just very quickly want to go through a last couple of messages that have come through. It says, Assalamu alaikum. What about if a granny has to look after the baby when mom has to go back to work? Where can I get a recording of this program? Okay, for with regards to recording of this program, you can feel free to request one via reception 021 699 1786. What about if a granny has to look after the baby when mom has to go back to work? Look, that is the reality. You know, more than likely the child is being fed from a bottle, either with expressed milk or with formula. As Sister Mahbouba mentioned, it's the actual holding of the child, the physical holding of the child and feeding the child, as opposed to putting them down on the bed with a bottle. You know, that is the important part of it, because when holding a child and feeding them with a bottle, you're still breastfeeding you're mimicking the breastfeeding position. Right. And then, Assalamu alaikum, Sister Mahbouba. What you were saying is so true. I had to take one of my sons off the breast because of his clinginess when feeding caused my nipples to tear. Oh, he is the only one of my children who could not do well enough to go to university. The others fed for 2 years or more, and they did extremely well in tertiary education. That is why I encourage any mom to breastfeed as long as required. And so that is what we see. You know, that there's biological benefits to it. There are emotional which is the most important, emotional, physical, and intellectual and psychological benefits to breastfeeding. And we are unfortunately out of time, but I feel like this is a topic that we will need to continue, and you know, it does warrant more time.
But also, I want to conclude by saying that why also men also have nipples.
Let's have it, Sister Mahbouba.
No, inshallah, you know, because I just learned that recently. You know, now in the Congo, Sister Koja, is that when the mother is not present, the fathers actually put the babies to their nipples, and to comfort the. So that's male mothering.
We'll speak about male mothering next week, inshallah. Sister Mahbouba, shukran so much for joining me, and until next week, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
That there was Sister Magboeba Davids with today's edition of Social Justice. We speak the virtues of mother's milk. It's time now for, that is the end of Community Pulse. We'll go for a short break and then head on over into the 12 o'clock news. From myself, Qadira Muhammad, until tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.